everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hollyoaks has revealed a sinister twist involving Rex Gallagher in the show's latest episodes. Last month, viewers learned that Rex was hiding a big secret. For reasons still unknown, he is keeping two mysterious characters, Kat and Jacob, in a safe house. He told the pair that they won't be there much longer, and it seemed like he had big plans for them. Meanwhile, in recent scenes, Darren returned to the village after going missing for several weeks and staying with Charlie. However, he then received a text from Kat, teasing an unexpected connection. In today's first episode, on Christmas Eve, Darren continued to try and make amends with wife Nancy, as she still holds a grudge following his disappearance. However, Darren got a big shock when Kat suddenly arrived at his door. As the pair caught up, it became clear that she and Jacob had escaped from Rex. "Things have changed," she told Darren. "We've moved house, but it's not safe anymore. We're trapped." Kat was living next door to Charlie, and while Darren was staying there, he opened up about his problems to Kat, and they seemed to form a close bond. She asked Darren to drive her and Rex to Dover, as they were planning to flee the country, desperate to get away from their current situation. Darren agreed, but he wasn't able to leave Nancy, so he promised Kat on the phone that he would sort something else for them, a conversation that Rex overheard. Rex asked Darren if he needed any help, so Darren asked them to give Kat and Jacob a lift, unaware that it was Rex they were trying to escape. That evening, Kat arrived at the garage and was terrified to be met by Rex, realizing that her escape plan had been foiled. In today's second episode, on Christmas Day, Darren asked Rex if the drop-off had gone okay, and then he phoned Kat to check on her. But his odd phone call sparked concern from Nancy, and she began to suspect that Darren was having an affair. The picturesque village of Hollyoaks had always been a hotbed of drama, but few could have predicted the storm brewing behind Rex Gallagher's charming smile. When the latest episodes dropped early on streaming, fans were left stunned by the shocking twist that unraveled the character's dark past and his sinister motives for coming to Hollyoaks. A familiar face with hidden intentions. Rex Gallagher arrived in Hollyoaks months ago, presenting himself as a smooth-talking entrepreneur with a knack for making connections. With his tailored suits and magnetic charisma, Rex quickly became a fixture at the loft, offering financial backing to business owners like Grace Black and mentoring troubled young men like Charlie Dean. But even as Rex integrated himself into the community, there was always an air of mystery about him. Where had he come from, and why did he seem so invested in Hollyoaks? The early streaming release revealed the answers, and they were far darker than anyone could have imagined. The first clues. It all began with a series of unsettling discoveries. Grace, ever the pragmatist, started to notice discrepancies in the financial records Rex had helped her organize. Payments were missing, and certain transactions led back to offshore accounts. When she confronted Rex, he brushed it off with a laugh. "Come on, Grace," he said, his tone smooth as silk. "You know me. I'm just trying to help you keep this place afloat." But Grace wasn't convinced. She enlisted Warren Fox to dig deeper into Rex's past, and what he found was alarming. Rex Gallagher wasn't just a businessman. He was a con artist with a history of infiltrating small communities and leaving destruction in his wake. A web of deceit. The episode took viewers back in time, revealing Rex's history through a series of flashbacks. Years earlier, he had been involved in a high-stakes real estate scam that left dozens of families destitute. When the authorities began closing in, Rex disappeared, reinventing himself under a new identity. But that wasn't the worst of it. Rex's return to Hollyoaks wasn't random, it was calculated. His real target was the McQueen family, and it all stemmed from a long-buried grudge, the McQueen connection. As the twist unfolded, viewers learned that Rex had a personal vendetta against the McQueens, dating back to a failed scheme he'd orchestrated with none other than Carl Costello. Rex and Carl had been partners in crime, but when a deal went south, Carl had shifted the blame onto the McQueens to save himself. The family's meddling had cost Rex everything, and he had been biding his time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. In present-day Hollyoaks, Rex began to manipulate the McQueens from the shadows. He used his charm to win over Mercedes, pretending to be an ally as she navigated her latest business venture. Meanwhile, he planted seeds of doubt among the family members, exploiting their insecurities and driving wedges between them. The McQueens had always been a resilient bunch, but even they couldn't see Rex's true intentions until it was almost too late. The darkest revelation. The turning point came when John Paul McQueen stumbled upon a file hidden in Rex's briefcase. Inside were detailed notes about the family, including sensitive information about their past crimes and personal weaknesses. Among the papers was a photograph of Carl Costello, marked with the word revenge. John Paul confronted Rex, but the encounter quickly escalated. "You think you're so clever, don't you?" Rex sneered, his polished facade slipping. "You McQueens ruined my life. Now I'm going to ruin yours." It turned out that Rex had been orchestrating a plan to dismantle the McQueen family piece by piece. He had already sabotaged Mercedes' business, and he was working on framing Goldie for a crime she didn't commit. His ultimate goal was to see the family destroyed, both financially and emotionally. A race against time. As the McQueens scrambled to expose Rex's true nature, tensions reached a boiling point. Mercedes, Goldie, and John Paul joined forces with Grace and Warren, determined to stop Rex before he could do any more damage. The climax of the episode took place during a high-stakes charity gala at the Loft. Rex, confident in his ability to outsmart his adversaries, made a grand entrance, unaware that the McQueens had set a trap. Using evidence gathered by Warren, the family confronted Rex in front of the entire village. Grace played a crucial role, revealing the financial records that tied Rex to multiple scams. Warren delivered the final blow, presenting proof of Rex's connection to Carl Costello and his vendetta against the McQueens. "You've been exposed, Rex," Grace said, her voice dripping with triumph. "This village isn't as easy to con as you thought." The fallout. The villagers watched in shock as Rex's empire crumbled. His charm was no match for the overwhelming evidence against him, and the police arrived just in time to arrest him for fraud and conspiracy. As he was led away in handcuffs, Rex shot one last venomous glare at the McQueens. "This isn't over," he warned. "I'll be back." But for now, the McQueens could breathe a sigh of relief. They had survived yet another threat, proving once again that their bond was unbreakable. A new beginning. The aftermath of Rex's downfall brought a sense of closure to the village. Grace and Warren worked to repair the damage to their businesses, while the McQueens focused on rebuilding their trust in one another. For Mercedes, the experience was a wake-up call. She vowed to be more cautious about who she let into her life, while Goldie took steps to clear her name and restore her reputation. As the credits rolled, fans were left with a tantalizing question. Could Rex Gallagher make good on his threat to return? Or was this the final chapter in his twisted tale? One thing was certain, Hollyoaks had once again delivered a storyline that left viewers on the edge of their seats, proving that even in a village as chaotic as this one, the truth always comes to light. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Hollyoaks Update YouTube channel for more update news.